Now coming back to the AI, while AI is already reshaping universities and career, it is now directly eliminating jobs inside major tech companies too. Innovaccer, a US-based health tech unicorn founded by an Indian-origin entrepreneur, Abhinav Shashank, has reportedly laid off about 340 employees across India and the United States. And the internal message sent by the CEO, it shocked many workers online. The subject line reportedly read, "Moving forward as an AI native company." Now, that particular phrase alone, it explains why the company is heading towards this particular direction. According to reports, this marks this company's third round of layoffs in 4 years. And Mr. Shashank, he openly linked the reconstructing to the artificial intelligence-driven operation. In the message, he kind of acknowledged the emotional weight of the layoffs, writing that affected employees had helped build the company through very difficult phases. But the larger reality, it remained unavoidable. Roles were ending because companies increasingly believe that AI can now perform tasks once handled by human workers. And wait, this is becoming one of the defining fear of modern tech industry. For years, technology created jobs faster than it destroyed them. But AI is changing that whole equation. Now companies are not just adding AI tools, they are reconstructing entire organizations around them. In fact, this company, Innovaccer, itself operates in healthcare data system and analytics. Here, precisely the kind of sector where automation and AI integration are rapidly escalating. And what makes this even more emotional for Indian professionals is the timing here. For decades, tech represented stability for middle-class Indian families. Be it anyone, engineering degrees, coding jobs, American startups, in fact, H-1B dreams. Those paths once symbolized security. But now, even highly skilled workers are watching AI disrupt the very industries that they trusted the most. And tonight, one phrase is quietly spreading fear across the tech world: AI native company. Because workers everywhere are now asking the same question. If companies become AI native, where do humans fit in? Hopping on to the seventh segment, while AI fear and economic uncertainty are already shaking confidence in the American dream, Indian students are now facing another brutal reality. Getting into the United States itself, it is becoming dramatically harder. According to reports, Indian students applying for US F1 visas are facing rejection rate as high as 60 to 70%. Can you think about that for a second? Out of every 10 Indian students dreaming of studying in America, nearly 6 or 7 may have been rejected. And this warning, it is not coming from critics online. Well, it was highlighted publicly by former US Ambassador to India, Mr. Richard Verma himself. At a major policy event, Mr. Verma, he openly acknowledged that Indian students are facing unusually high barriers while other countries, they are aggressively trying to attract them. And this particular message, it was blunt. Australia, Japan, South Korea, Germany, they all want Indians, and that too very desperately. And that single sentence, it says everything about global competition for Indian talent right now. Because for decades, America was considered the ultimate destination for ambitious Indian students, specifically in science, engineering, technology, and business. Indian families sacrificed their savings, sold their properties, took education loan, and built entire future around the dream of American universities. But now that particular atmosphere, it is changing, and that too really, really fast. Visa scrutiny is intensifying. Immigration fear are growing. Political debates around migration are becoming harsher. And many Indian students are suddenly realizing that talent alone, it may no longer be always guaranteed the opportunity. Well, the numbers themselves are alarming, by the way. Reports suggest Indian student visa refusal rate have risen sharply over the past few years, from roughly 36% in 2023 to more than 60% now. And the emotional impact, that's enormous, because for middle-class Indian families, a US admission letter, it is not just an economic opportunity. It often represents years of sacrifice, social prestige, family ambition, and financial risk. And now many students are beginning to ask one difficult question: should we still bet everything on America?